Now to drive it home. You know, I can't stop thinking about the now deceased 22-year-old college student, Otto Warmbier. He was a brilliant young man whose only crime was traveling to North Korea and taking a propaganda poster as a souvenir. For that, he was sentenced to 15 years hard labor in madman Kim Jong-un's gulag, where he most likely was tortured, suffered cardiac arrest, and brain damage. His curiosity and sense of adventure cost him his life. And this is what occurs in communist countries, period. This is typical treatment for Americans and Christians, I might add, in North Korea. It's pure evil. And it's time for America to wake up and see the dangers we face on the global lane. As Americans, we cannot act blind. We must define the enemy to maintain peace within our own country. Sure, many on the left would like us to believe if we're just only more accepting and offer kindness, then people like Madman Un will stop being mad. The left calls for Americans to blindfold themselves. Now, tell me this. Do you blindfold yourself when you drive to work in the morning? No, I didn't think so. You look straight ahead at what's coming toward you. Now, the left likes to say, if only we would understand the plight of the young jihadists of the Islamic State and stop spreading Islamophobia throughout the world, then they'd stop beheading Christians and plowing into innocent pedestrians on London Bridge. Are you kidding me? Let's look at the history, folks. President Jimmy Carter used that approach back in 1979. It didn't work then. It doesn't work now. Carter seemed to believe that talking nice to the Ayatollah would free our hostages. There was no sense of urgency or threat of military action, just indecisiveness. The Americans were held for 444 days. Some were tortured. But the Iranians took Ronald Reagan's tough campaign rhetoric seriously. They released the Americans on Inauguration Day 1981. And so it was for Donald Trump and North Korea. But guess what? It was too late. And that death is on Barack Obama's hands. Obama did not make Otto Warmbier's release a priority. There were no threats of action against Pyongyang. I guess Obama was more interested in imposing transgender bathrooms on public schools. So Warmbier he rotted in prison for 17 months. Trump talked tough against North Korea, and guess what? Warmbier was finally released. If only Obama had taken a stronger approach, Warmbier might still be alive. Now, President Teddy Roosevelt said, "Speak softly, but carry a big stick." This president speaks loudly and carries a big stick. Like Ronald Reagan before him, Trump knows that America must stand for righteousness and take action to defeat evil. Proverbs 25:26 says, "Like a muddied spring or a polluted fountain is a righteous man who gives way before the wicked." And in James 4:7 we're told to resist the devil. He will flee from us. That means we cannot sit and do nothing. America and our allies need to stick together, stand up, and confront evil, whether it be on the Korean Peninsula, in the Middle East, or right here on the home front. There is such a thing as righteous anger. The survival of our societies and Western culture are at stake. Until next time, we'll see you on the Global Lane. Be blessed.